Hello everybody, welcome to Vanagon Workday number 1723.
The saga continues.
Let me just tell you, Matt Jackson.
You love Vanagons.
Vanagon Life.
We're gonna change the channel.
A whole new channel. No, really, I mean, it seems like it's taking a long time because it is taking a long time. No, it's really working on occasions.
We would like to be doing other things too. There's just so many things we could be doing. I guess maybe that's the reason.
Well, yeah, like swimming at Barton Springs, going hiking, going camping.
If we had a boat on the lake.
Boating, fishing, golfing.
VWLIFE.
The old bowling, anything. Instead, it's Vanagon Life. Hey, Seaside is coming along. Stick with us. We're going to try to put in the fuel tank. We're going to weld up the floor. We're going to work on some interior pieces. So it's coming along nicely. Yes. The guys at GoWesty have given us lots of little pieces, so we really appreciate everybody at GoWesty immensely.
We worked last week and we got a little work done on the motor, so it might run once we get that gas tank all hooked up. So fingers crossed is right.
Fingers crossed. So stick with us today. Let's see what kind of trouble we get into.
The patch panel is mostly in, but Martin's got to finish welding it. And then we've got another little patch to make over there, and that will button up our welding. So Gary already cut the rear hatch panel that we got to figure out how to cover it.
Yeah, it's so big.
I don't know. I think if we could find a color like this, it would blend in and go away. You wouldn't even know that you had replaced it.
Like a tan?
We need to take some sanding and just sort of...
Kind of like, yeah, chamfer the side on that.
Is there anything we can prep prior to that we're
That's
just
what I'm
pushing
thinking.
up?
Yeah, I bet we can.
And then you just stick this in line?
Like I said, pop that top on that thing and start scraping.
Is it that the shifter goes underneath this thing?
Yes, that goes over the shifter. That's the crossover tube, I believe.
Yeah, we have extra.
And then these go into here. Okay, we have smoke. Did you say you started a fire?
Yeah, setting the seam steel on fire. It's no big deal.
We're gonna try to figure out the whole fuel system. We've got the Bentley manual over here, and then we've got the crossover tube that kind of equalizes I guess the pressure in the fuel tank. So there's quite a bit of parts and pieces to make sense of, and that's what we're doing.
Make sense of? It make no sense. Yeah, it's pure chaos. But we will make this happen.
I think first we need to remove this and then put the new one in. We have to put the tank in and then make this go over the shift rod and then pop in that side. So we're gonna leave that disconnected for now. All right, we got the new filler neck seal in there.
That trim shrinks up, your door won't close anymore. So all you do is just pull the hinge off a little down here, and you heat this back up and put it back in place, and your door will close again. Easy peasy.
Okay, Martin got that side all zipped in, but now we've got to make a little patch for right here.
Early lunch.
So we're gonna go and grab a tool at Martin's house, but what else do we have to do?
We gotta go to Joanne's Fabric.
They gotta accomplish lunch. The things we do for VWLIFE. Handmade happiness. 4 dudes walking into handmade happiness. What could go wrong? Oh, look. Oh God. How much is it? You need that.
I have a hollow one. Brad actually put holes in it and he can fix it.
How much?
119.
Hey, you know what? On November 1st, it'll be 20 bucks.
Panel covers.
Martin's in charge here. Martin knows what we're doing.
Let's do some tweed in there.
Man, I'm gonna.
This would be the headboard, right? The back thing for
Oh
headboard.
yeah. This is what Jerry's gonna get. that's awesome.
Okay, now with these two pieces removed, we can attempt to put some of our new fabric on there that we got from Joann's.
That's right. Yeah.
Heavy duty.
We're gonna spray this side, and then we're gonna spray the vinyl.
Oh yeah, this is the good stuff.
Look at that, Matt Johnson.
Oh, so nice.
Dude is laying it on. That's laying it on.
Yeah, you don't want to cheap out on this stuff. That's what we've learned.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, you want to do it like that?
Yeah, lay your end down first.
We're gonna see how this turns out. We're kind of. Let me go get some of those clips.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Boy, that's sticking really well though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is glue all the edges and cut relief cuts, and we'll go from there.
I would do.
And put that piece all the way over.
And then that piece comes over, see?
Yeah.
And then you can do another one here.
So you just cut directly away from the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the key, Gary.
And then you're like that. See?
Okay.
And then you're gonna have to do another one over here somewhere. And you'll have to cut some material out too. Okay. That folds over.
Well, I say we did a not too shabby job.
Oh yeah, look at that. We're gonna open up VWLIFE upholstery.
Upholstery shop, that's right. We're gonna do custom upholstery builds.
Yeah.
And over here, Tommy has been knocking off the surface rust in preparation for the seam sealer. Good job.
It's all about grinding. If you don't know how to weld, you just gotta learn how to grind really well.
He's gonna be good at grinding.
Yeah, that's why he's good at welding and I'm a grinder.
We're gonna put some seam sealer in there. We'll do both sides, including that patch you did over there. Hopefully we'll be moving on to the gas tank after this.
I put them where they're bumped out right there and leave it. And the last one, we'll see where this panel goes.
So these are like little pan heads with little shoulders or whatever.
I go right in the middle of that thing.
Yeah.
Where that bump is, not in the middle there.
Well, that's where a hole is.
No, then put it in there, see what it does.
Well, remember the cushion comes over this.
Oh, okay, yeah. So those are snaps.
These are the snaps.
Okay, snaps are at the back.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. So clean looking. Jeez.
Yeah, line it up like that.
So do you want to use the same ones we've been using? These?
Yes, I think so.
Consistency.
I think it looks good.
I got a letter right here. Hey everybody, look at this! From Chris and Scott Barba. They are, where are they from? In Torrance, CA.
Torrance, California.
Torrance, California. That's on the West Coast, Matt Jackson.
There's a lot of Volkswagens there too.
That's hand drawn. Isn't that awesome? You guys, how cool is that? They sent this to you, and this is the best pet rock I've ever got. So thank you guys. First of all, thinking kindly enough to send this to us and the time and effort, and we appreciate you guys watching, and that's just beautiful. I love it. And I'd also like to give a shout out to Brando Green in Portland, Oregon. Brando hooked us up with some chemical liquid professional gloves because he's worried about our hands being in the old parts cleaner over there. So Brando, thank you, brother, for taking care of us here at VWLIFE, because we want our hands to be nice and soft and supple.
His name is Waba on the Samba.
Waba?
Waba.
W-A-B-A?
W-H-O-B-B-A.
Waba. Well, thank you guys, Brandon Green and Portland OR, and our buddies over there in Torrance, California, the Barbas. Thank y'all. This is really cool. We appreciate you guys thinking of us. That's awesome.
Tommy and I are going to get under this beast and see what all it's going to take to get this tank back in there. You can see that the old crossover tube is still in place, and it shows us right where it needs to be fished over. We got the crossover tube installed. So this is the tube that supplies your heater in the back. There's a bracket, and we took that off and then pushed the crossover tube behind it, basically. All right, so now we'll get that tube connected to this tank and kind of push the tank up into there. We've got the rails in, and now we're trying to get the tank in and get the tubes. So you have to kind of get the tubes connected right before you finally get it pushed into position, I believe.
Well, we could put the jack underneath here just to hold it also. No way we can control it.
Yeah, if we had jacks,
at least it's on jack
if we had some more space, that would be helpful.
Yeah, we can drop this.
Okay. I mean, it obviously goes in, and then we put the rails in.
You see that line?
We got the tank in. It is in, and we got the where Tommy has his arm. That's where you connect the crossover tube. So now we're trying to get the vent tanks and this tube and the neck filler tube all connected. As you can see, it all kind of fishes in behind there.
We need to work on this bucket because we're going to have a little bitty hose that's going to go on this barb that comes off of the crossover tube and then up into that one of those. Like, so this is going to go here. Right, pretty simply. Right, this whole.
You guys made progress, Will. We're underneath there really sweating.
So we've got that vinyl covering the panel there. Feel really good about that. Got a new hatch cover here with our matching vinyl. These two panels here have been redone. This was missing some of the laminate had come off here, so we decided just to put a panel in here. I kind of like the way it looks. It kind of looks like you can like put stickers on it or stuff like that if you wanted to. And then we have a new panel here to cover that, and we decided to leave it like that, kind of natural like that.
We got the tank in, there's a crossover tube.
Yep.
And that thing is pretty chaotic. I don't know how it's supposed to go in, but we figured it out. We had to drop this and move that and ask somebody to please move, to hold on to this while I move this. It was crazy.
But y'all got it in there, huh?
We got it in, we got it down. And then once the tank goes in, it gets lipped and then comes back up, and then there's a bracket that holds it and clamps it in place.
There's only 2 bolts, hold up.
It's because there's a bracket that gets like sort of hinged in, and then it comes up and then gets bolted in. But once that's in place, all the tubes that seem they're completely out of the way, they're not. They're like right there.
Everything just goes doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, your hands can fit everything, but to get those in place ready for your hands to work may be a little bit of a task. And none of it actually was hard. It was just
figuring it out.
Yeah, figuring it out. And it was the first time we had done it. So
well, I know that a lot of times on these Vanagons, you put gas in and like, hey, you put about 6 gallons in and it starts pouring out, and it's because of that crossover tube. Those grommets rot away, or the plastic breaks, and it just won't.
Just to be clear, Matt Jackson put the grommets in on this one. So.
Right. if it leaks, blame me.
If it leaks, we know it's on Matt Jackson.
Trip to Joann's Fabric paid off. Yeah. We got 50% coupon, which is pretty awesome.
And I've never been to Joann's Fabric, so that's awesome.
3 days later.
Here we are. Oh, wow.
3 days later.
3 days later. Continuation of Seaside the Vanagon.
We got so close before getting our goal.
Oh, it's so close. So today the fuel neck goes in. That's about it, because everything else is buttoned up on the gas tank pretty much.
A few little items we got to do, but yes, we should be really close. If we have some fuel around here, I think we should.
We'll siphon it out of the old Scion over there. Martin will never know.
Yeah.
But stick with us. Let's see if this thing runs. All right.
So those 2 lines go to 2 tubes that go into the tank, and then this other line right here that's back there goes into the tank, and it comes up to here, and then there's a soft line here. So there's like 6 connections up in here. So now we just need to get the filler neck connected, and we're gonna put gas in it. What do you got going on here?
Sticking carpet.
Okay, so you glued down the carpet, and this is weighing it down?
Yeah.
Get that fuel pump hooked up.
All right, let's pause right there. Let's just take a quick look.
Put it on the list, old man.
It'll
This is the big moment.
Here, someone light my cigarette.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
I think you're just going too fast.
It needs to be some 110.
Race fuel?
That's good.
You like that 110 smell?
110 and tire in the air is the best smell.
Burnt tire and 110?
Burnt tire and 110. That's what dreams are made of.
Alright, let's get a cap on here. We got a new cap from GoWesty.
Ta-da! You know, this is a big moment. I mean, it's I'm brought to tears. It's like birthing a child. We've had this damn thing for 9 months.
9 months, this is our 9th meetup.
Oh, is it really? There is some anxiety. Because what happens if
it doesn't drive or
Martin doesn't want to get rid of it.
Yeah, Martin falls in love. The bearded wonder secretly is in love with Seaside. He just won't admit it.
I heard him singing the other night in his sleep.
Yeah.
Seaside, I want to drive you to the seaside.
That thing's never fired completely up. Why don't you just turn it on, you just hear that rod just smacking the side of the case.
You know what? Then we go find a Subi.
Martin is right. We've never seen the thing run.
Sputtered for
a second.
And then everybody was excited. And we're like, that's good.
It's good.
GoWesty, go.
Maybe it might just need a GoWesty
Ooh, a long block. Oh, yeah, they sell those.
Yeah.
God, y'all are...
What? Oh, the key was just...
It got stuck?
No, it gets stuck. It did that last time, remember?
You ready?
Yeah.
Fire in the hole.
Just ignition on.
On.
Yeah, we got fire. So we're not getting fuel.
All right, we got spark.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're good.
Okay.
Another squirt of the WD.
Oh, yeah, it's much smoother.
Like it. Stop. It's got pressure.
Yeah, we got.
But does it have enough? We went through this with that other one.
Well, we got the new.
Let me get that fuel pressure gauge.
All right, now Gary is hooking up the pressure gauge, the fuel pressure gauge, and we're hoping for like 30 psi.
Did we get a new? We haven't changed the fuel pump on this, have we?
No.
You ready?
All right, AJ.
All right.
Yeah, we'll be saying.
All right, firing.
There's a problem. Not enough fuel pressure, boys. Stop. That's it.
How much pressure are we getting?
15.
Fuel pump and ignition switch. Looks like
So this is exactly like that Slam 78 bus, right?
The brown one?
Yeah, the brown one. Yeah. Because we thought we'd getting a little bit of fuel pressure because all I had was like these little stock guys that go to 8 psi. So it's like, well, you know. And so we got this and we found out it wasn't putting on any pressure. Put a new pump on that thing, ran like a tape.
Oh, it was nice.
Yeah.
That thing was awesome.
So this guy here's putting out 15. So there you go again. I don't think that's enough pressure. I think it's somewhere in the 30s.
It'd be great that when we switch out the pump and it all functions, we actually learned something at this point.
yeah. After all this time. We're becoming Type 4 experts.
I wouldn't say that, but we have learned something, and that's always neat.
So we need a fuel pump. Well, boys, we got the carpet in, and the rattle trap looks. The front looks. Martin, you did a good job on that. Thank you.
Oh, and Tommy.
And Tommy, no, you welded that in and formed that piece. From a flat piece of metal. That was Martin's a good little fabricator.
I was there for moral support.
But and Matt Jackson is now a crossover tube king.
That's right.
So if you have Vanagon,
call Matt Jackson for all your
Matt
crossover tube needs. He's your man.
And you guys are interior experts now with that paneling that you did.
Oh yeah, we are. And then we got everything gone. We put gas in it, and we don't have enough fuel pressure. So it's another more parts, and we need an ignition switch.
Tune in next time, and we're gonna drive this thing. How about that?
As always, thank you guys for joining us. It's been a good night. Make sure you tell your aunts, tell your uncles, tell everybody you know about VWLIFE. Living the Vanagon life, baby.
That's right.
That's what it's all about. Vanagon life. Thank y'all for joining us.